Hey, good evening, everyone. This is Buffalo Picker, episode 36. And our special guest tonight is Clay Can. Clay is actually out of Texas, so we're going to get into letting Clay tell the audience about himself. Also, we have the Glass City Pickers, our regular guest, weekly guest, and also, well, let me take that back, not a weekly guest, a part of the show. And we have Alton, addicted to the hustle, will not be here with us tonight, but we'll definitely be looking forward to him coming back on next week. So the rhythm of the show for tonight, we're going to do basically what we accomplished for the week, what we got going on the weekend. We're going to do talking point. What are your plans for Black Friday and Cyber Monday that's coming up quickly? And we're going to do a question and answer in our classic show and tell. So, panel, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Let our guests, man.
So Clay, as he said, I'm in Texas. I'm in Dallas, right near downtown, and I'll talk more later, but I'm now I'm a small-time but full-time seller, and I started I started buying last summer, started listing last November, and then got more serious about February because I had a giant death pile and it was just weighing on me, and I wasn't making any money.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm Chris, part of the Glass City Pickers. As y'all have seen us on this show, I'm full-time. My wife is a full-time federal employee, but she full-time with this hustle too. And we're the Glass City Pickers.
Hey, Chris, if you can't turn your mic up a little bit, it went down for some reason.
I'm sorry. Probably
no problem. And for everybody that new to the show, I am Buffalo Picker. I'm also a part-time reseller. I've been reselling now for 3 years. I am also a full-time federal employee and also retired military. So tonight we have Clay Can, the now full-time reseller. And we're going to open up the floor and let Clay tell you a little bit about himself.
So as I was telling the guys earlier, we've known each other now for a handful of months, but before we went live, they didn't know that I had quit teaching right before the school year started. I taught for 13 years here in Dallas ISD, not far from where I live, at the same school. I taught 7th grade Texas history, and I always had life lessons because you're a teacher and there's 7th graders, and and I just like teaching everything. Like they learned about reselling and stuff, and marathon running, all that. But so I got into reselling because my buddy Brian, who Texas Treasures, if you don't know him, check out his channel. I'll put the link in later. He got into reselling a few years ago, and I knew him the whole 13 years that I was a teacher, but we didn't always see each other because we're in different departments, different parts of the school. And it just happened like 2 years ago when he'd be going up the stairs right near my room on the first floor. We'd start talking more. He's like, man, I got into this reselling stuff. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, eBay. And, and I'm like, oh. And then, eventually we just talk more. And I started thinking, well, I've been over teaching for a few years. Like I love the kid part, but it got boring doing the same lesson 6 times a day.
Right.
I felt trapped in a room, And look, I know no job's perfect. A lot of jobs are repetitive, even reselling, blah, blah, blah. But I just knew I needed to change for my, literally my mental sake kind of, and go back to volunteering with kids. So I was ready to quit like last summer, but I don't mind saying I have credit card debt from when I was depressed years ago or trying to cope poorly with life. And so my cousin Angie, who's like my sister, was like, and Brian was like, He's like, try to grow you got this chance to grow this. And like I said, I finally got serious in the spring, got on Poshmark as well. And I might only sell a handful of things a week, but I sometimes don't list for 2 or 3 weeks. I'm now getting more serious knowing for eBay, you got to and even Amazon, you got to get your stuff up. But so to finish up, like in the summer, after being home all spring and keeping my bubble tiny, because when they said to keep your bubble tiny, that's my personality. Like, okay, keep your bubble tiny. And my dad's 82 with some health stuff. And I just my anxiety got bigger as school got closer. And I don't mind saying I talked about it with my therapist. And that's why it's Clay Can. I have a real small self-help vlog and my Instagram, and talk with Brian. And he even was like, man, I don't want to go back to teaching. So finally I was like, I'm out. I'll figure out the money. And like I told Chris and Tommy, as soon as I resigned, my stress level and anxiety went from like, way to just like,
Yeah.
And like this week, I'm having a big week on sales, 11 sales. I don't know how much money that is. I'm just counting the number of sales so that my spirits are better, Right. So now I'm full-time, small time, but growing because I'm being more consistent. And like I told them, I feel safe enough now with wearing a mask, and it's cooled off here in Dallas. I'm going to drive Uber with the windows down to pay the bills, and maybe something else pops up. And so I'll be Uber, resell, and, I can always substitute, and maybe I'll do that at some private school with small classes or something. So,
I mean, when you own all your time, man, it's plenty in this day and time that you can do, to make money.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you, man. I can't wait till I get there. I'm definitely working towards, and everybody that know me closely know that I'm preparing to become a full-time reseller. So I'm happy for you, man. I didn't mean to interrupt, man.
No.
Continue your story.
Because financially, if I showed you like my checking account right now and the non-existent like emergency fund, it is not smart at all. I know that, but I'm just like, I'm doing more for the resale. Like, it's like pure hustle, guys. The podcast said it's not always the hardest job, like a lot of jobs. It's just a matter of doing it, like working out or whatever it is. Doing it.
Just like Warren Buffett, man, always had this quote that it's never a perfect time to start. Just start.
Yeah. And quitting teaching was not an easy decision because I love working with the kids, even the ones that like drive me insane. Well, guess what kid I was when I was that age? That kid.
Right.
I'm still the guy that talks too much. Like right now in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I'm talking to it.
But I know good, man.
But I know that's some of my stuff. I don't mind saying from childhood.
Right.
Deep. I'm trying to fill this like bowl of attention that wasn't filled the right way as a kid.
Right.
So I'm learning like through therapy and all that to like, and that's why like this is good for me. And Brian, we were on his deal doing a working show with Val, who's in the audience, for like 2 hours, just talking about whatever. None of us really, we all got like 2 things listed, but we hung out for like 2 hours, so my stress level probably should be higher. But like I said, even when I was super depressed years ago, I always paid the bills one way or the other. So like when my cousin suggested, she's like, is it time to go back to Uber? And if y'all don't know who Chris Daily Refinement is, check out his channel. He's all about the process. And I joined his.
He's out of Florida, right? Isn't he out of Florida?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And I joined his mastermind. It's like $130 for the year. It's a Zoom call every weekday morning if you want.
Right.
And just the connections and the motivation. And he was like, that's a good idea. He's like, that's what I did when I first started reselling. And Chris kills it reselling.
Right.
So he's like, do Uber and get your feet under you. And so just, it's that deal. Like Brian and I make fun of, we love Jason Garrett as a person, not as the Cowboys former coach. We're like, trust the process is what he said. So if I just keep listing, source better, and trust the process, just it'll be fine. I'll make enough to get by somehow.
Yeah. Let me Clay, let me give a shout out to the chat, and then we can get back into it. All right. So I want to give a shout out to Pittsburgh being the first in the chat. Still a nation, you know it. What are sales? What's going on, man? I missed you last week. I think you was probably recovering from the highway sale. If you made it up there, I didn't get to make it. the week before. Valor Milk, is that how you say that?
Yep.
Yeah, appreciate you coming out. The middleman picker, appreciate you coming out, brother. Zena, Regina Michelle. Regina was a guest on the show last week. Jennifer Hayes, appreciate you. You know it. Who else we got in here?
Swamp Picker.
Fundamentals of the Side Hustle. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming out. Swamp Picker, appreciate you coming out, brother. Who else we got in here? I think I got everybody. If I'm missing anybody, it wasn't on purpose, and we will do another shout out. Jack's Treasure, thank you for coming out. Appreciate you. Go ahead, Clayton. Continue to tell your story, and then we'll move on.
Glenn, if y'all don't know, that's Swamp Picker. I don't know a lot of people in the audience.
What's
but
up, Swamp Picker?
Glenn. So yeah, I just finally decided to pull the plug, like I said, and I'm just trying to, like this week, the last few weeks, I've just listed more. Not huge numbers, but compared, like I said, I used to go weeks without listing. And you're like, well, no wonder you only have 2 or 3 sales. I mean, if you're not listing on eBay, it's not going to trigger any of the algorithms, because listing, we think listing triggers it, getting a sale triggers it, promotions triggers it. So like, if I wasn't doing it, but I felt good enough, like I said, to do it. And just having Brian. So then Brian, he quit. He taught it about a week and a half. And he then pulled the plug because I was like, when he was debating it, he was like, I was like, dude, you're making real money, like full income as a side job.
Right.
I took the leap with like no sale or anything, and so I kept saying that to him. And I think it did help him be like, oh yeah, he's right. I take this way more serious than he does. So, and he went to his wife. And so now both of us are full-time, or whatever. So, and it's nice. We text all day and talk. And like, I've only seen him 5 times since school shut down in the spring, but I feel like I see him all the time.
Yeah. I mean, that's how Chris and I are, man. We talk every day.
Right.
This business does that to you though, man. Once you find somebody you can confide in and trust with this process, I mean, you got to talk to them every day, man. Let them know what's going on. You know what's going on with them. Talk about the deals and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, and Val too. Valor Milk, she found us in the spring when we were doing like either our Thursday night show for a while, or then it became an afternoon. And so Val's awesome. She does clothes and shoes on Poshmark, and so it's like I said, we had people who kind of follow us, but we got her to come on, and she'll come on now. And I went on with her a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I just read a comment she made. And I'm gonna start popping these comments into the screen as well. She was saying that she get one listing done every time she starts.
Yeah. It's hard to work and have a live show.
Right. Yeah. So so far, now that you are a full-time reseller, do you find yourself actually making a schedule and sticking to it, or you just kind of winging it right now?
I'm working towards the schedule. I'm still more, Val is going to laugh at this. I'm more of a to-do list.
Right.
On whatever, like Val's, I literally this spring had a to-do list on a pizza box. So she'll still joke about that. So I know I need more of a schedule, and I used to be very schedule oriented, but at some point I went away from it because it gave me anxiety. So now I'm trying to find the balance of like, well, can I at least get everything done on the to-do list or put some numbers with it? Like when I went to my storage unit and can I at least pack 5 or 6 things and get those listed? Because I like to pack my hard goods when I list them, so it's like, boom, I got that done today. I didn't put a certain amount of time, but I left when I told myself. So I'm trying to work towards that because I know I'll be more efficient.
Right.
Because I have too much time. I don't have a wife, no girlfriend, no kids. There's no ball games to go to with my dad right now. So.
Well, you got to put that 4th effort somewhere. What I mean? That's all, you know.
So,
and
yeah.
as long as you stay somewhat focused of what you trying to do and what you want to do, and take the try into doing, you'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? It's patience, because this is a whole different ball game for you full time. Like you said, it was a part-time swing. Now you done took a leap of faith. Now you got to go ahead and put your foot down and put your hustle down.
Yeah, because
it's just that simple.
I got to make the money.
Yes, you got bills to pay.
Yeah.
So, and like you said, hey man, right now, man, they ain't sending kids to school, man. You can also put the thing out there and make this a side hustle. Put the thing out there. You can be a tutor.
I did that for the first month. Yeah, I found these four neighborhood kids. Their parents rented a room at the church, and I basically made the same amount of money that I would have gotten from the school district for glorified babysitting / tutoring. Right. And they were fourth graders compared to seventh. So at times it drove me insane, but because I was used to seventh graders, but it was so much easier and more fun. Like we go play touch football every day.
Right.
When they got done with their work.
Right.
Or one of them did little puppet shows because we were doing it out of like a little kindergarten room or something.
Yeah.
That was hilarious when this kid would.
See what I'm saying?
Hey, let me give a shout out to Nana, man. Nana does a lot for this community. So definitely want to recognize when she come into the room.
For sure.
I want to give a shout out to Hollywood Reseller.
Hi, Jennifer.
Did anybody else pop up that I missed?
No, I think that's it, big dog.
Okay, good.
And Nana, don't you have a Sunday afternoon show? Is that right, Nana? Right? Her and Louie, maybe? Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Right? Yeah, yeah, it is Sunday because I was on that. I came to that show.
Isn't that a Louie show? Maybe, I think.
Yeah, the Lone Star Picker.
Yeah, Louie, who was here last week with y'all, right?
Yeah, exactly. 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, Louie had the chat going, so we had to bring him back.
Right, Louie's everywhere right now.
Yeah, so we're gonna jump into what we accomplished for the week. If Clay, if it's nothing else you want to tell the chat room about yourself, we'll go into your accomplishments for the week. And I'm gonna let you all start and I'll close it out.
Well, I can start it, man. This week it's been a very we're gonna start from the weekend. Put it like that. We're gonna start from the weekend. We took a road trip. After we left the show Friday, we took us a road trip, man, to Pennsylvania. Shout out Pittsburgh, them, man. You know,
shout out Steeler Nation.
Steeler Nation, you know. So we took us a road trip, man, and we hit 15 to 16 stores, and bruh, we had a good. Hey, that truck was full down to the rim, man.
Right.
We found some good deals everywhere we went. You know, a lot of places, you know, you have to go do your numbers because a lot of places still got their stuff kind of, you know. But if you can get in where you fit in with the price and you can see that you can make you something, I'm not saying go and try to make $1, but some of the stuff we found, a lot of the stuff we found, let me rephrase that. A lot of stuff we found, we're going to make a pretty decent profit. And I was proud of that because we figured like this, if we can make these, because we just sent a shipment out to Amazon.
Right.
eBay is jumping off the chain for us. If y'all don't remember, we showed y'all some purses that we had got on this show. We showed y'all some purses we got a real decent price. Well, we sold the first one for $325. The woman hit us back and said it was too small. So she sent our purse back intact, wallet, everything came back masterfully, peacefully. So I was happy for that. So we refunded her money. We refunded it to her. So we get a ding this morning. Another one of the purses sold. So that one just going out the house in the morning. So like I said, the road trip we had and the stuff we found online we finna have delivered to us was a very good hit. We didn't get on none of the sales that Amazon and Walmart, a lot of them sales had jumped off when they first jumped them off. We caught, I say, crumbs because we didn't get the mega bang, you know. but for our buck we spent, I can say it's gonna be a bang. So that's what did happen this week. My wife is not here today, y'all. Sorry. She didn't got her new flooring in, so she moving stuff, putting the kitchen back together, man. And she like I told Clay, she like a baby with a new rattler. She don't know how to act. She's sliding across that floor like she was James Brownette. So, but like I told her, I'm gonna go hold us down and keep flowing with my brother Buffalo. And I knew Clay was coming on, so I was like, man, okay, I ain't hollered at Clay in a minute. Let me go and jump off and kick it with Clay for the night. So I'm glad
we definitely appreciate you coming in,
glad
Clay.
you're here, man.
We've been trying to schedule this for like the last 3 or 4 weeks or so.
Yeah.
And we definitely appreciate you coming in, supporting the channel. Not only just supporting the channel, but coming in and supporting the community in the reselling. So you can go, Clay. You got anything for this week?
So right now my goal is 50 listings for the week. I'm at 41, and I got 2 more days because, like I said, it's just me. I got 2 more days, so I'll get 50 at least, and I could get more because my new kind of goal is to always have some drafts ready. So if something comes up, you can just, while you're out, be like boom, 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 and still get 5 or 10 listed, So between eBay drafts and like I use Sellhound, if y'all know what that is, and people in the audience, so I have probably like 30 or 40, but it's that deal. If I run out of stuff, I don't want to not be able to not list.
Exactly.
I've also, like I said, I joined that Zoom kind of mastermind, and like I mentioned, it's kind of good. I've decided or realized I need to go back to doing Uber for right now, and crank out however long the days are to make like X amount per day, to make sure I'm paying the bills.
Right.
And just be more focused, because like Brian and I text a lot, so I'm still, as he says, a generalist, because I'm just buying whatever sells. Right? Because at first you kind of and like I said, that's what Brian was doing. So I follow my buddy. Like if he's making money, why don't I?
Exactly. Follow the blueprint.
I love that, man, because me and that big guy up there, man, that's what we do.
Yeah.
We don't if we call him and tell him, hey man, they got this such and it's vice versa.
Yeah, exactly. You're not gonna, I'm not saying you're not gonna make money, but you're not gonna make as much money if you try to tie yourself down into a niche. You got to be versatile, and like you said, Clay, I agree 100%. If it's making money, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah. So right now I'm just still trying to I am trying to focus, like I'm gonna get into certain types of wholesale. I know how to do that. I think I can make some good connections. It looks like in that mastermind group, maybe there's a guy who wholesales a certain product where like he doesn't even want to have an eBay store anymore. He's so good at like sorting out what he gets. He was like, I could just double my money if I just get it and wholesale it. And it sounds like that's going to be a good living for him. And he could literally do not much. So I'm like, if I can just I'll focus on whatever the heck I can.
Yeah. We got a guy in our connection that do that as well. Devil Dog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's big into that. So
that's coming your way too, Buffalo. So
I'm gonna
and just because you said that, Clay, me and my wife, we've been talking for the last few weeks. Now we know right now where we stand with that situation. So we're not trying to jump off the porch with that, but we can. But we have connections and we have people that we network. So when we're ready to make that power move, it's gonna jump for us. We're not gonna worry about it because we know we got the right people in our corner that's gonna help us and ensure that we doing it the right way. So when you get ready to jump off that porch, man, you just gotta play your number one thing, like you've been saying, focus. If you take care of that, you're gonna win, brother.
Yeah,
And the other thing is Clay got somebody he can lean on that he trusts.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
yeah, having Brian is huge, and then like already, like I trust Chris because, like I said, not just because he's a big YouTuber. I mean, if his numbers of sales, I think he's like a 30 or 40 or 50,000 a month or something like that.
Right.
The guy can do it, and he started like all of us, not knowing much of anything. So I'm like,
it's his biggest claim to fame is that he went over $1 million in sales in I think his first or second year reselling.
Okay. Yeah. So having those connections and someone to just bounce it off of, like I feel better. So it's like I said, I'm trying to figure out what's going to be my kind of a niche. It's like at times I still ponder like maybe trying Amazon because like I know y'all, I know Alton, and then Scott, dumpster diving dad.
Right.
You know, in our little group chat that Alton's part of on Facebook, Scott's always throwing out, and Kevin, Thrifting Lounge, he'll go buy some of it, and I'm usually like, okay, maybe this week I'll finally go buy a few of those things, you know. And then I haven't yet.
Hey, don't second guess yourself, Clay.
No,
don't
well, usually I just haven't gone out, but Scott's like, yo, I'm willing to share whatever, you know. So
I mean, it's enough money out there for everybody, man. That's why I don't mind sharing. Only thing about Amazon is you have to be somewhat careful about your items because some people that don't really understand the resale game will get that information and then tank the price because they okay with making $1, whereas you trying to make $10 and you know, you'll be kind of kicking yourself in the butt saying that, hey, why did I give that out when I got 12 people and went and tanked the price down to like a value of making $1.
Race to the bottom.
But also you got to look at the whole thing though. If you can afford to hold that product and then you looking on all the little tools that you got to see what that product gonna be doing in certain times and everything, don't worry about it. You know, just don't go and try to chase the dollar. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let it ride out. If you can afford it, let it ride out. And I'm proud of you because look what you did, man. You took a leap. You took a leap of faith, man. 9 times out of 10, a lot of people wouldn't have done that.
Yep.
You did.
So
that's telling me right there, Clay. That's telling me you got something in you that can make this happen for you. If you take a leap of faith like that, bro, you got something in you, man.
Like Brian and I talk how we use two things. We talk reselling and running because 11 years ago, I told him, like I said, we were friends. And 11 years ago, I posted on Facebook, I was like, I'm going to run a marathon. And people are like, do you got enough time to train? And I'm like, well, the training plan is 18 weeks and the marathon's in 19. So sure, I've got enough time, you know. And it took me a few years. I didn't train very hard. I kind of like how I have been doing reselling. But finally, I got more up here. So I didn't train a lot better, or I trained a little better, but I didn't put in like a lot more miles on my feet per week, but I got a little faster. Then I hired a coach who I ignored a lot of what he told me to do, but I modified it, but he got me 30 minutes faster. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I tell Brian, now that he's getting back into running, just blah, blah, blah. And with reselling, he's telling me the same thing. I'm like, man, if we could just combine, man, we'd be like great at reselling and running, you know, because we like, so I'm trying to use I'm getting back into running now. I took 2 years off, but like use my confidence in knowing that like in a year or less, I can run another 3:20 marathon. I just can. Now today I could barely run 3 miles, but I can run 26 that fast in like 6 months because I know I can. So I'm trying to believe I can resell more, and Brian's trying to believe he can run more.
Hey, you know what I'm trying to believe? You know what I'm trying to believe, Clay? That we can all get this money.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to believe. You feel me? I ain't running nowhere unless I'm running to the bank and the store and out here to these spots to get some product. And that's the truth. Because I look at it like this. If all the time that we putting in other times and we putting in other things, man, I have a problem with that too. If I didn't have that steering wheel in my back, and that's my better half, my wife, if I didn't have that steering wheel in my back, man, I'll be sitting in front where somewhere playing Madden.
Right?
But
Yeah.
she look at me, are you gonna play Madden all day? No, I ain't gonna play Madden all day. I had to get off the game for a few hours, man, and go focus on our business because I know I'm not gonna leave it all on the table for her. You know, she got a full-time job. I sit at home. So I have to do something pertaining to our business every day. You dig? And that's all you got to do. Focus on your business and go running. You know what I'm saying? Go run to the store. That's what you do. Get you a big old bag. Go run to them thrift stores and all that stuff. That'll be good mileage on them 10. You know what I mean? And you gonna win like that. You get your breath up, you get your win together, and you get some product.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Hey, let me comment on the question I have highlighted here. The middleman picker put a question in the chat is, what about a mastermind group? I would like to join a good group. The middleman, I definitely would like to start something like that, but more of a bolo group of people that are putting things into the group to help others inside of the group be able to find products. That's something that I'm working on, and I'm going to try to push that out maybe a couple of weeks, maybe 30 days, I don't know. But definitely by November. I want to try to get it out there before the middle of November. And that way, if people are interested, if people in the group, will be receiving bolos along with the people that want to can add bolos in the group as well. And I'm not looking to charge people no outrageous price, but I definitely going to have to limit the amount of people that can come into the group. I don't want to oversaturate the group. So that's something that I'm thinking about, and it'll definitely be something like a living document that we can grow. But that's something I've been thinking about since July to come out with, but I just didn't want to release it or reveal it until I had everything worked out and talked to a couple of people that I deal with on a regular basis to see if we can move forward with that. And I'll just say it's more to come on that. Don't write it down in stone, but if we're going to do it, I'm going to push it out in before the middle of November. And like I said, it's going to be first come, first serve. And once we get to a certain number, we're going to close it down.
And
So,
can I put this in there? I'll piggyback off what you're saying.
Right.
And with that, and with him saying that, I hope y'all understand everything is going to be transparent as it can be. But we need for everybody else to be transparent too. So when you come into this group, please understand it's not about taking, it's about giving. And that's all it's about, because we're going to all eat, but we got to all eat together. And that's been our biggest problem. I can say Buffalo and the Glass City Pickers, I guess that's been our biggest problem. We got a lot of information, a lot of stuff that we can even share more of, but we have to stay close to the vest because a lot of people be in this background lurking and stirking, don't want to give, but they still enough want to receive. And we don't mind giving. See, that's the whole thing. We're not greedy, we needy. We're not greedy people around here because we know where our blessings come from, but we want other people to say, we ain't no fools either, and you can't play us or use us. So if we do that, Buffalo, I'm Grand Wizard with it, man. I love to have that happen because I believe everybody can benefit.
Yeah, we're gonna work everything out and then reveal it. And then like I said, it's gonna be a limit. We're not gonna open it up for a whole lot of people, but we're gonna put a limit number on it. And everybody that's gonna come into the group, you're gonna know the number. You're gonna know that if I say it's going to be limited to 100 people, you're going to be knowing there's 100 people that got that information. But like Chris said, we definitely going to look for you to bring some value to the group as well, and not just come into the group and be a taker and not being able to give as well.
Because also I realize.
Go ahead, Clay. Go ahead, Clay.
Like I say, I might not know a ton, but or Val on our calls is like, I don't know a lot or something, but we all know something to help each other. Like whether it's a bolo or a process, like literally you might be like, well, what's your packing station like? And you're like, well, I got to walk across the room and to get this, and people, it could be as simple as like someone pointing out your packing station is inefficient. That's helpful. Like small, because we all are
tools that you are using that make you more efficient with packing and shipping. That you are not using that I'm using or whoever, you know. It's a lot you can bring to the table. You just, you know, you just got to be willing to share it. And that's why I want to keep the group small, so that I can monitor who's bringing value to the group and who's just there to take. And if I discover, you know, and I'll just put this out there, if you're in the group just to take, I'll give you your money back and you can leave the group. Because I don't want it like that. I want to build a group where we all gonna grow.
Yeah.
You gotta look at the big picture too, man. You know, and stuff like this, you know, like we sit back and talk about all sorts of different things, but when it's mainly we here for the reselling, it's about the reselling, and I go back to, I think it's about people too. I like to know people. I like to get to know more than just what your numbers is, what you're doing, how you're doing it. I like to just see what kind of person you are. You know, that carries a lot of weight with me. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a genuine person, it's gonna shine. It's gonna shine through. And the one that's not genuine, it's gonna shine through too. So, you know,
that's why. Oh, sorry.
But back to what I was gonna say, Buffalo. I was just gonna say about what's going on this week. We got another road trip coming up tomorrow morning. Yes, sir. We done mapped us out a few things, man. A wholesale spot we going to check out in the morning before we hit the highway.
Right.
The lady gonna be holding some things for us, so we going to get those things, you know. And I'm listening while I'm in the truck to for Amazon. But we hitting a road trip going back towards Cleveland this time.
Right.
Well, it's a spot up there in Cleveland. Her sister just brought us some stuff back. I thought she would be here by now because that was earlier, but she said she was going to drop them off tomorrow. And I thought I would have had it to show y'all tonight, but I won't. But I will show y'all next show what she brought us. We paid $1.50 for each one of these items. And they're going on Amazon for $27.99.
Right.
Right now, they're going on Amazon for $27.99. And I'm looking like, dang, you know. So I told her, just go ahead and bring us 20 of them, you know. Just bring us 20 of them, 20 a piece of each item. Just bring them, you know what I'm saying? So she said she got us, so we talked to her. So, but yeah, man, I'm just looking to prosper this Q4, man, because I believe this Q4 is our turning point. This is our third Q4.
Right.
So we already then calculated what we made last year.
Right.
And where we at right now. See,
let's keep that thought, man, until we get into the talking point, because that's a good thing to bring up.
I got you.
Jack's Treasure just put a comment in the chat for you, Clay.
Yeah.
Did you get to see that?
Yeah.
Her husband was an ex-teacher. So I want to give a shout out to Nikki T. Thank you for coming through. Marie, thank you for coming through. Appreciate y'all coming out to support the channel.
Hello, everybody.
See, all in one package. That's the wife. Y'all know that already. Appreciate you coming out, baby. Let's see who else we got here. I think I got everybody. So we're just gonna stroll down the chat. I can just go ahead and mention quickly what our accomplished for the week. I pretty much started out. I took Monday off. Tuesday night, early Tuesday morning, I got into the Prime Day. And if you missed out on Prime Day, there was some deals out there. I mean, you had to do some work. You had to go look for them. They wasn't just going to like fall in your face like a Black Friday would, but it was some deals out there. I made a couple orders with Target, and I made a couple orders with Walmart. Mostly Legos, and I can say that the crazy thing was I jumped on at 12:02 and a.m. and the quantities was open, so you could get 10, 20 or whatever you want of that item, And then around about 1:30, as I was continuing to do my research, I was going in. I found the item. I was like, okay, well, I can get probably 20 of these. I went and clicked the thing. It was like the max you could get was 2 or 3. I was like, man. And then it just kept rolling. So I said, okay, that must be target. So I went over to Walmart, and Walmart was the same way. So, one thing, I guess, I don't know if it was a mistake or whatever, but I know that when I got on there early, I was able to get about 20 of these hooks, which I'm going to keep one. And the thing was, they was $10, and they on Amazon, I think the lowest price was $32.
Hey, that was a winner, bro.
Right. So
for $10.
So basically, outside of entertaining my family that came down to visit, I was just basically getting my products that I purchased in order so that I can go ahead and get this stuff shipped out this weekend.
Sweet. Well, I could tell you one thing, man. It kind of slapped me in the face when wifey told me in the morning time, because I was up that night. I was up BSing, and
right.
I didn't think nothing else about my days. Sometimes, y'all, I'm not playing with y'all, man. My days seem they run together, man.
Yeah.
And we had talked about this last week on the show, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be ready for that.
Right.
I didn't forget about it. My wife's like, did you look at anything? I was like, look at anything for what? I started looking on our Amazon. I was like, what's wrong? She was like, hey, we missed out. So she went to work and she got to looking on there, and it was just a bunch of crumbs. But them crumbs that we did snatch up, I can say they was worth it,
Right.
And Bridget, she I'm telling you now, Bridget, I told everybody, she in there, she in there dancing like Miss James Brown on her new kitchen floor. She in there putting it back together, putting the kitchen back together. So she said, tell Tom, not tonight. She said, not tonight. She will be here next week, though. But
let me give a shout out to eBay Addicts. If you haven't checked out his channel, make sure you check out his channel. He's doing some good interviews with some resellers in the community. So check out his channel, like and subscribe, support.
Yeah, he got a good thing. He sounds like he can be on somebody's radio show.
Exactly. He got the radio voice, that's for sure.
He got one of them. Hey, baby, Barry White could be with his cousin or something, But no, man, But I was upset with myself a little bit, because I did, and we did talk about it, and me and Buffalo had talked about it earlier that day. But it slipped my mind, man. It really did. My mind drew a blank. And then when he said something to me, he said, man, I caught Scud. And then he started telling me, man, I started getting on my phone looking like, man. And my wife said she had seen what she put in the cart. So I looked at some of the stuff that she had put in the cart. I was like, okay, it's cool. We missed out on this one. But like he said, you ain't not getting the bundles. You're not getting bundles, like that right now. But it's some other places right now. I'm going to give out a little something right now. I'm going to tell y'all right now. I just seen all the TJ Maxxes I done went to from this weekend, from last weekend to now. They have had full inventory restocked and rebooted. So if anybody go hustle at TJ Maxx, go check it out, because they got a truckloads that came in. And I done been to at least about, I say, 8 TJ Maxx from this weekend to yesterday, and they got a variety of different stuff there, and they got pretty decent deals.
Hey, let me give a shout out. I missed a couple people. Russell Sandrich, appreciate you coming out.
Leroy,
South Carolina Picker, appreciate you coming out. I've spoken with South Carolina Picker on Instagram. She gave me some good information about a wholesaler over in South Carolina or North Carolina, one of the two. And if I missed you in the chat,
Blood Sweat,
definitely. Blood Sweat in here.
He just hit you with the super chat.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm behind in the chat, man. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody.
Yeah.
He get you with the super chat. What's up, Tool Man? How you doing? That's my dude there.
Hey, I appreciate that, Leroy. Thank you for the super chat, man. You don't have to, but I appreciate your support. Want to give a big shout out to Bill Tackett.
What's up, Mr. Bill? Hope you feeling better.
Bill getting back into the swing of the resale now. I think he's kind of full of heel.
He's getting back together again. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, man. What we want to do for everybody in the chat, what we trying to do on a weekly basis here in Q4 is we're gonna give out bolos. We're gonna try to help people that if you are in your first time during this Q4, we want you to put your questions into the chat. We definitely don't want you to go out here and make a big purchase and thinking that you got a deal and come to find out you sitting on that stuff next year, next spring or whatever, So if you got any questions about reselling during Q4, what you need to be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, post your question into the chat and we'll definitely highlight it and get you an answer to it. So moving this show forward, what do you all have scheduled for the weekend?
Well, I told you what we doing. We trying to run some more mileage up on this truck. You did. So we got Big Red all cleaned up. He's shining out there.
All right.
And, we got 2 of the grandkids with us this weekend. So we're gonna put them to work with free labor. So we just going to try to find some deals, man, because they out there. So we're gonna head up the Cleveland area up that way. We got our stores all mapped out, from when we leave home all the way through to Cleveland, and just do some shopping up there, man, and trying to come up on some stuff, man, and then come back home, man, and get that stuff boxed and shipped on up out of here.
Right.
So it's no real big how you want to say extravaganza we finna do, but we're about to get something jumping off that's gonna be sweet. And I know it. And because like I said, man, we just sent out a shipment to Amazon. I think this whole October, and it's only the 15th. What's the day? 15th or the 16th?
16th.
The 16th. And we've been shipping out nice bundles to Amazon since the first of the month. So we just been cleaning out my Steeler room, man, because we got so much stuff in there. We just been cleaning it out, man. So we just trying to make it do what it do, Buffalo and Clay. That's all, man. We just trying to make it do what it do by any means necessary, man. We gonna eat.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Bill at Thrift Machine.
What's up?
Appreciate you coming out, supporting the channel.
How you doing?
See, did I miss anybody?
Yeah, hold on, man. Oh, I thought you got them.
I think I got everybody.
Okay.
Clay, besides listening, do you have anything else going on the weekend? Are you going to hit any stores or estate sales or?
Maybe, but I'm going to make myself run in the morning, go back down to my storage and pack up some more stuff.
Right.
And then my mom, it doesn't matter, that I'm 47, I'm still the baby. She bought some stuff on an online auction from this estate here in Dallas.
Right.
So I've got it some of it's up behind me, you can't see, but these plates and stuff that I know nothing about. So it's I have what she paid. Some of them have markings, but I got to try to kind of either figure out what it is or at least just to describe it well. So while I watch ball games, when I'm here, I'll go through that. And she bought a bunch of jewelry and lots. So I've got to kind of watch some jewelry people and try to get that, processed more or started at least, so does it, because right now it's kind of feeling like this. It's I'm grateful, but it's weighing on me because I didn't pick it up.
Right.
He's not expecting anything. I get to keep everything, and she's even, y'all like this. The other day when I went to pick up some of it, she's like, now this is business. I'm your mother, but this is business. You don't say anything. She's like, do not price this high. I want you to just sell it and make the money and get it back. I'm fine. Just don't price it high. So, because she's learned about reselling by watching when Brian and I had our show and, Scott and Kevin come on, she watched, knows who my friends are. So, and she's a smart lady. So she's just trying to help me out. That's her investment. Cause she's like, if money gets tight, I'm like, no, I'm not taking money. I'm 47. No. So this is kind of her way of trying to go in around.
This is her way of taking care of baby regardless. That's all it is. and just say thank you, Mama, because a lot. Hey, man, I wish my mom was here every day with me. You heard me? So just be thankful and appreciative.
Oh yeah, and the stuff she got will sell. Some of it is long tail, maybe, but that's most of what I have, so it's fine. It's more than fine. So I just got to start learning about jewelry and stuff.
Hey.
eBay addict say he got a shopping problem, man. He just left Walmart clearance.
Don't feel bad.
I mean, we all got that problem, man.
Don't feel bad, baby. Don't feel bad, man. That's a good problem to have, especially when you're making that money. It's a great problem.
Definitely when you can find something to flip.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So for me, this weekend, man, I'm just gonna get this shipment ready for Amazon, and I may hit 1 or 2 estate sales. I'm not sure yet. But I always put it on the schedule to go to an estate sale during the weekend. But sometimes I make it, sometimes I don't, because really Amazon is dictating that based on what I have picked up and what I have to prep to ship to them. So I did get some good items in clearance as well that I'm going to show. And these items are fresh. I just got them. And hopefully when I show them, you can go out and find them too. But that's pretty much all I have for the weekend. So let me make this announcement again so people can drop their questions in here. If you got any questions for our guest, Clay, you can drop the questions in the chat. If you have any questions or concern for Q4, because we're trying to cater this show for Q4 until we get to December, drop your questions in the chat. If you have any Amazon or eBay questions, drop it in the chat. If we don't know, somebody in the chat would know, or we will go get you the answer. We don't shoot from the hip on this show.
If you want to ask any questions about how the Steelers going to kick the Browns' butt, just ask us, because we're going to tell you. Yes, we're going to kick the Browns' butt. Don't worry about that.
Hey, let me give a shout out to the Lone Star Picker. Thank you for coming through.
What's up, Lone Star? What's happening?
Yeah, Lone Star was a guest on our show back to back, which was a first, but we appreciate what he brought to the show.
Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He got a very knowledgeable, man. And he got a motor that won't stop either. So, Clay, hey, man, you and him could have been tag teaming. I'd have sat here and been quiet. Because y'all both would have. Hey, I'm going to wake you up tonight, Clay, man. I know you ready to go running in the morning, so I'm going to give you some energy tonight. I'm going to tell you to get you one of them big old, what's them bags y'all got? The big blue bags. What's they bag? IKEA bags.
IKEA, yeah.
Get you one of them big old IKEA bags, wrap it around your waist, and go jog. And then when you get to the first thrift store, fill it up. Go to the next one. Get to the next thrift store, get all you can get, and go to the third one. Then turn back around, take all that back home, and do it again.
I actually do sometimes. It's been a little bit, but my storage unit I have for all my hard goods is about 2.5 or 3 miles away. And I actually have run down there to run my errands.
Yeah.
I've actually one day I walked about 3/4 of a mile to the post office, dropped off something, walked 2.25 to my storage unit, got an 11-pound box, walked back down to the post office, dropped it off, and then walked back home. And Brian was like, "You don't have time for that." And I'm like, my sales aren't great. I need exercise. And I got my skinny little arms. So carrying that 11-pound package was good for me too. So I got 5 miles in. And so I literally will run my errands some days or walk, or whatever.
Yes.
Hey, I want to concur with Leroy.
That's what I was about to say.
Made about Jennifer.
Yes, that's what
I was
about to say.
Most definitely.
Yes, she I ditto that, man. She really is. She hold the community down real strong, man. Any given night, man, she gonna pop up and make sure everybody everybody know your info and everything, man.
Right.
And I gotta salute her for that, man, for real, because she make it do what it do.
Yeah.
Hey, also too, if you are in the chat and you constantly visit this show, if you don't have a wrench, I'm gonna go back and watch this show, and once we're done, and I'm gonna add that to your name. So don't worry about it. It's not by purpose. I'm gonna go through there and make sure you got that wrench by your name. So
Yes.
I just been slacking on that.
Yeah, man. You know, he's so busy, man. You know, that's the Buffalo, man. He's so busy, man. He got so many trinkets and little tricks up his sleeve going on, man. They just be falling out. I'll be having to catch them
Hey,
birds, man.
hey, man,
I'll
I
be
ain't
piling them
complaining.
up over here
Trust
too,
me.
man. I'll be piling them up, man. You know, hey, you know, I just look at it like this, man. Everybody, no matter who you are, no matter what you do, man, everybody just appreciate each other because this world ain't getting enough appreciation from each other. So everybody keep appreciating each other, keep showing love to one another, and keep respecting yourself because no matter what's going on, it's going to get greater later. That's for sure. Just believe in that and keep your mind right and pray it up and everything going to be all right, man. That's for sure.
Hey, yeah. Hey guys, if trolls come into the chat, Jennifer, she know what to do.
Let them troll, baby. Let them troll.
So we if you got any questions, go ahead and put it. We're gonna get into our question and answer, and then we're gonna move on into our show and tell. Oh no, I'm sorry. Let me get ahead of myself. We go ahead and put your questions in the chat, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into the talking point and then the show and tell. Sorry about that, y'all.
Well, you already asked me what I'm doing for the weekend. It's on Clay. Clay said, I think Clay has some, and I butted in on him. So, Clay, go ahead and finish what you got planned for the weekend and everything else.
Mostly, like I said, just try to pack up some more stuff, start researching, and I might hit garage sales / estate, but I'm trying not to because I'm trying to I looked at what my bills are coming and my, as I call it, it's not really a budget. It's a financial spreadsheet that I call a budget, you know, because I don't always stick to it. But so right now, since I have stuff to list, I realized just because there's like 100-something garage sales around Dallas, Fort Worth and the suburbs doesn't mean I have to go to them. You know, because all it's going to do is grow my death pile. So I need to work here, you know, on stuff, you know. And I just said, about 8 times in a row. Sorry about that.
Okay. Leroy said in the chat, I need a favor. I would like to give Jennifer some love. Please type 143.
Type 143. Well, I ain't got no wrench. I'm part of the show and I ain't got no wrench. So
Hey, man, I get it fixed, man. I get it fixed.
Boy, you're just hanging on by a thread, Chris.
Yeah, 143. Hey, I'm gonna get you 143. There you go. You did. Yeah, man. But I just hope everybody have a successful rest of the year, you know.
Right.
And keep pushing forward to the any way you want to go with this business, man, and in life, man, in general. I'm at all of you right now, Clay. You know, just hearing that you did that, man, it's like that was a big step, bro. For doing it all the years you didn't done it, you know, that's a big step, man. I'm proud of you, man, because you really believe in yourself right now. Even like you said, you want to say you small time or whatever. I don't feel nobody small time when it comes to this business. I feel like your time is your time. It is not small time. Whatever you doing to feel what you are meeting your criteria is never small time. You know, so I just look at it like, hey, man, you might not be making the bread that him and I are making, but so what? You did. You making your quota. You did. That's what it counts.
Yeah. Well, I'm working towards. And it is what it is. Because I chose to take the leap, you know, because I just was Corona, dad's health, and over teaching. Like it's sink or swim. And like I said, I've always gotten by money wise, creatively, one way or the other, you know, or whatever.
God's gonna make sure you're okay. You just got to make sure you're doing the right things. He's gonna make sure you're okay.
It'll grow. If I just, like I say, keep plodding along, you know, and do more, believe more too, you know, whatever.
Yes.
Then, you know, lean on the people who know stuff too, you know, work smarter. Don't just buy everything, you know, do all the things that we've all learned now, kind of, you know.
Right.
Hey,
just keep in mind, man, in the back of your mind that nothing moves until you do. So Hey, let me answer this question right quick, and we can move on. Zena asks, "What are the other apps to use while shopping for merchandise besides Walmart and Amazon?" And I'm gonna blow the screen up. Hopefully, you can see this. This is another app that I use, and this app has a lot of information that you can use on the fly. But it comes with a premium, and it is called Scoutify 2. Hopefully you can see that.
Yeah, everybody can see it. Buffalo.
Okay, cool. That's that particular app right there. It's come with Inventory Lab. They give you this particular app with that program, and basically you get you can add the Kiefer app and the Camera app, and there's a couple more apps that you can add inside in the on the back end of that particular app. So that you in the store, you can look at the stats to see how many times that particular item sell in a month, how many people is selling that item, what is the prices, all kind of stuff you can tell with that particular app. How many is selling, you know, for a year from a year before now, 3 months before now, all that stuff is inside the app. So this is the main one that I use when I'm out shopping. And I think I did one video showing how to use that app, and I may do another one while we outsourcing during Q4. But yeah, that's the other app I use and besides the regular sellers app and the
LAG. Do you use Brickseek? Yes, we use Brickseek.
Yes. If you reselling and you want a advantage, and I can tell you a couple stories I went through this week just using Brickseek. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you an item I found on Brickseek on yesterday. Brickseek for the premium version of Brickseek is well worth it. If you can use the free version as well, but you're not going to get as much out of it for, as you getting the paid version.
And you know something, y'all, with all this stuff that he telling y'all right now, telling y'all, man, y'all better listen to it. Bridget said hello.
And Brickseek, isn't it? I mean, it's all relative, I guess, but it's only what, like $12 a month?
Say again now.
Isn't Brickseek pretty reasonable, like $12 a month or something?
No. Well, you gotta. I think it's a fee of $9 or $12, $9.99.
Yeah,
then you got the $27.99 or $28.99. That's the one I pay for. And I'm gonna tell you, if you're gonna get it, that's the one to get because it gives you the what they call the extreme deals. And I mean, it's well worth it, man. I use it all the time. And that thing, that's one premium that I do not frown when I have to pay.
Yeah. Well, we all pay for different things. I use Cellhound at times. You know, I have a storage unit. I joined Chris's mastermind. You know what I mean? It's like they're write-offs. And if they help you speed up your process, you know, and your learning, or it's like I say, most everything I've ever bought, I've looked up, and I've used Brickseek, like a link or two that Scott sent because he has it, you know, and it's like, it is good stuff. And I've pondered getting it if, you know, just because like even for eBay, I could use it.
Right. Yeah, you can. Exactly.
I mean, a lot of people get in this business and you know, they get into business because I think they just think about the dollar signs, you know, and you know, if they really getting in this business, the dollar signs are great. That's what this business is about. But you got to put some work in and you got to use those tools because those tools are out there. Yeah, we get talked about all the time. Are you using the tool? Are you using that? Man, we hear that all the time. And we have to just sell it. Yeah, we using them. We looking, we trying, we finding. So if you use the tools or if you don't use the tools, you go understand that this business still take a lot of work and you got to put the work in. And that's all it is to it, man.
Hey, Water Sales, I can get you a hat, man. Just get me because these are fitted hats. I just need a hat size.
He
That ain't.
wears size 8, man.
Hey, that ain't gonna be for everybody, man. I'll let you know right now, cause these hats are expensive.
He wears size 8.
But yeah, send me that's your head size, Camp.
So
send me an email with your hat size. I definitely get you one made up. No problem with that. Nana, I think I answered that question. If I missed the question, please if somebody can find it, let me know, because this chat is we normally have the other half of the Glass City Pickers keeping up with this.
Let's see.
But she dancing on her floors right now.
We answered that one.
I did.
We just was answering what other tools we use besides.
Oh, okay, all right, cool.
The Amazon and the other. Yeah, we just answered that one. She got another one.
Okay,
yes, we are very close to Q4, guys. Still sourcing a lot. Yeah. Yes, we still sourcing a lot. Like I said, we hitting road trips this weekend again to make it do what it do. So yes, we still sourcing a lot, man. Trying to make moves and trying to get grooves and trying to get deals. You dig? So yeah, getting out there. You got to get out there in the trenches. Put your mask on, wash your hands, do all that good stuff to go get this stuff, man. You know, because the way the numbers are going up, you never know when it might be. They might talk about a shutdown. You don't know what they might do, man. So try to stay ahead of the game. That's all you can do.
Hey, this question by Lone Star Picker. Basically, he asking, what do you think your plans? What do you think you'll plan to do differently next Q4 than this year once you gain momentum? And I can answer that, or Clay, you can answer that, either or.
For me, since I'm relatively small, I hope by next year I'll be focused on whatever. Who knows? Maybe I've switched to Amazon or whatever it is, but I need to be a year from now. I should be way more focused. I figure I'll still be eBay, but instead of like 400 listings where a lot of them are meh to good, I need a lot, 1,000 or more and really good. Or maybe it's 500 and I've just gotten rid of all that other crap, and it's all good listings, just smarter, quality.
Well, my portion to that is I'm actually using the same plan that I used last year because it worked so effectively for me. I basically doubled my sales last year. So I'm using the same plan. I kind of went over that in the last week's show on what exactly I do. And I'm duplicating that plan for this year. And if it worked where I can double what I made last year, then I'm going to just keep using it. The wheel ain't broke. So
exponential growth.
Exactly.
Since he didn't ask me that question, I guess I'm going to go ahead and answer it anyway. I'm going to tell you like this, man. I'm going to do whatever it takes for us to be successful. So, like Buffalo said, if the wheel ain't broke, why try to reinvent it? If I was doing something good and it made me great money last year, do the same thing. Just put a little bit more polish on it. That's all you got to do. So, in that note, Lone Star, I'm going to tell you, we going to keep the same momentum like we had last year. We're going to keep it to this year. We're going to keep it to next year. We're trying to get greater. That's all we're trying to do. We're trying to get greater. And if we can get greater off the same stuff we've been doing, hey, don't try to fix it because it ain't broke.
Right. I mean, I got so many stories I can tell you that happened to me in the last couple of weeks. And I'm not going to get too deep in the woods with that, but I concur with Bill. Small things matter a lot this year. If you can show a smile, you can see it through the mask. I mean, that stuff is, I agree with that 100%, man.
Yes, sir.
People can see in your eyes. If they got a good spirit, they can see in your eyes what's going on. They don't have to see your whole face, And I agree with that, man, because I have had some special stuff happen to me. And, I'm that type of person that I feel like if, you give out good vibes, you're going to receive them back.
Yeah.
And I have been receiving some good some good vibes, these last couple of weeks, man. I intend for it to keep going that way.
But also Buffalo, the vibes that you are getting is the vibes that you are putting out. See, people gotta understand. You can walk, you can be masked, but if you can still speak, you can still say hello, you can still do what you do, man. Just because you're a masked man don't mean you got to be a quiet man.
Right.
So I look at it like that. And for the young South Carolina picker, what is the easiest way to get suspended on Amazon? Is that what you're trying to say? Get kicked off?
Yeah.
I feel the easiest way to get kicked off is sell fake stuff. You'll get kicked off.
That's number one.
Yes.
That's number one.
BS on getting your products out, especially if you're selling them from home. FBM, that can get you in trouble. And also, last but not least, not being and taking care of your business with your Amazon store, that can get you kicked off. Because if you ain't making no money, you ain't gonna get no money. So if you ain't pushing out no products, you ain't gonna get no money. And you're gonna be paying them money. Because if you got products there and they're not moving, you're gonna be paying them for storage fees. So it's a lot of ways.
Hey, Flip It Good has put it out there too. A to Z claims, and you gone. Well, I won't say you gone because you can dispute them if you correct. Now, if you ain't correct and you can't provide the documentation, then you definitely borderline gone.
Right.
I want to give a shout out to Shay and Steven as well. They was a guest on the show a few weeks ago, and I definitely thank them for their support. I mean, they definitely support me as well with a lot of good information. So I want to make sure I give them a shout out.
Thanks for the information.
But I want to say too, on follow up on Glass City Picker comment is that South Carolina Picker, don't let fear control you. If you want to do it, go ahead and do it. You got enough people and you found the right community, because the information that we give out in this community is free. We are not charging you for anything. If you want to learn how to be a reseller on Amazon, it's plenty of people, including myself, and I'm not the only one. It's people in this chat as well that you can reach out to and get the information you need to make an informed decision on being a reseller on Amazon. So don't let the fear of being suspended or kicked off a platform hold you back from selling on Amazon if that's really what you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to say if you're already selling on something else, it's just learning something new. I started on eBay and was scared of Poshmark for some reason, and Poshmark is way easier than eBay because shipping is taken out. I don't got to type in any packages. It's just I wish everything was like Poshmark with shipping and stuff, And now I'm on Mercari, haven't sold anything. I'm on Facebook Marketplace, because I just realized you got to do it. You don't have to, but if you're going to think it, just try it.
Get off the fence, get off the fence, because a lot of times when you sit on that fence too long, you might outthink yourself.
Oh, for sure.
And you don't want to do that, because like I said, when we first got in this business, it was not like we were afraid. We just didn't understand it. And that's what happens to a lot of people. But we took the risk, we took the chance, and we said, let's ride with it. Plus, we had somebody in our corner that made sure we didn't make stupid bonehead decisions and make stupid bonehead mistakes that can cost us our business. Let me say that for one. Yeah. So when we did jump off into this on Amazon per se, because eBay, we had got a grasp of it, and we all know eBay is like the wild, wild west. Anything's go. You can sell wheelchairs, you can sell cars, you can sell your clothes off your back, you can sell somebody else's clothes off your back, off their back. So it's a wild, wild west. But Amazon is a whole different atmosphere. And one thing about Amazon, they very bougie, very, very bougie customers. And we got to understand, when you attack Amazon platform, you need to understand them are Amazon customers. So you treat them better than you would treat yourself as a customer. Put it like that. Because of the fact, It's a lot of money over there, man.
You gotta go. And Chris and I kind of talk the same language when it comes to the Amazon platform, because we done been down that road so many times. Is that Amazon? What you want to do with Amazon, and it's definitely like apples and oranges when you talking about in comparison to eBay, is this guy Basil has created a platform that is totally 100% customer service friendly. And if you think that, when you get a return or dispute with a customer on eBay, and you can kind of go back and forth with them, because eBay is like the middleman, hoping that you all can work it out with the buyer, that's good and fine, but you can't come to Amazon with that. You're gonna lose, because I'm gonna tell you, I have been in situations where I show pictures that these folks have switched out my stuff, brand new, sending me back trash. Amazon still reimbursing the money.
Just to tell you, just to piggyback off that.
And basically, sometimes you can fight and get some of that money back. Sometimes you're gonna take a L. So, and if you can't grasp that because of understanding that it's their platform, then you may not want to go over there. You might want to just stay at eBay.
I'm gonna piggyback off what you just said, Buffalo. We had an item, we sent in 32 of them. We know for a fact we sent in 32 of them.
Oh gosh.
And that's just to Amazon. We sent them 32 items in. They fulfilled 30 of them. Okay. Now we know we sent 32, but they told us, y'all, we didn't receive number 30 of them. Now we got on the phone and said the things we thought we were saying that was going to be the proper things to try to get our stuff right. You know what they told us? Show us the invoice.
Yeah.
Show us the invoice. You know what we told ourselves? Oh, we ain't worried about them little 2 items. We ain't worried about them little 2 items. We chalked them as up as L real quick. This another thing. Like he said about the customer. The customer is always right on Amazon. It don't matter. Look, we sold something. A customer then had it for a week. It's a food product. Guess what? We got to send them their money back. Because they said for the food product, the box was good, the packaging was right, but the stuff was crunched up. That's what they told us. So guess what? We don't get that product back, but we had to give them their money back.
Yeah, you gotta. One thing I can say, coming into the Amazon platform, is you're gonna have to pick and choose your fights, man. You cannot fight every battle. You got to figure out what's important and what is not important, so that you can keep moving forward with your business. And I can tell you, based on my sales with Amazon, I have less than 1% returns on Amazon. Amazon customers, like Chris say, Amazon customers are bougie. But the thing about it is way less scammers on Amazon that, in my opinion, than it is on eBay.
Yeah, I say that too. Because it don't seem like we getting scammed per se. It just seemed like I said, they very particular and very they stuff the way they want it, So, like when that came back on the food product, when it came back and they said it was messed up and everything, we didn't argue it. We just said out of 1,000 of that product, I'm talking about literally 1,000 of that one product we didn't sold. We didn't got one return, and that was the return. We like, okay, you hurry up and get that little money back, because the simple fact, we making so much money off the product. Why would we complain or cry about it? You know what I mean?
I want to come in on eBay, so it's just part of it.
Right. I want to come in on the middleman picker comment there, and he is 100%. Well, I won't say 100%, but he's 99% right on that, because most of my A to Z claim has come from other resellers that's trying to push you off of that particular listing, which is dirty. And Amazon is gonna definitely have to get control of that, because in the third party resellers, it's once they get a replenishable item, don't think that one template belong to them. Not understanding that template, once you create that template, it belongs to Amazon. They just allow you to create it. But the thing is, what they'll do is play dirty ball so that Amazon will come back to you and say, hey, provide us a invoice to prove that the item you're selling is authentic item. So you can get those claims. But I even got an A to Z from a lawyer that said, hey, which I later find out wasn't a lawyer. It was a seller that had a copy of a lawyer's letter and went in and edited it and sent it to me as if they was the lawyer, thinking I wasn't smart enough to get on the phone and call the number and talk to the people that was behind the letter. Well, supposedly behind the letter. And when I called the office, they was like, we don't send out letters to Amazon's resellers. I was like, okay, I was just checking. And come to find out, it was another reseller that sent the letter.
That is crappy.
And the thing is, there's no repercussion to the reseller for doing that.
No,
that's ridiculous.
We got dummy like that too, but not with the letter for the lawyer. We got dummy where a person. Now we bought all this stuff from a known store. I'm talking about we had the receipts to all of it, but the killing part, it was the end of the year sale. So when they did the say on normal, they have, you know how you get your receipt and then have what the stuff is on the receipt. This time, because it was the blowout sale or whatever, they didn't have that. So they didn't have the product per se
itemized.
Right. They didn't have it on there. So somebody then said that we selling fake stuff. You know what I'm saying? Said now we got to dispute that it wasn't fake.
Yeah.
But they tried to say that it was their listing, so we end up getting kicked off the listing. Now the killing part what Amazon did to our stuff, we got some of the products back. Now we sold a lot of the products, but we got some of them back, but they kept a lot of them. And talking about they going to destroy them and all that. I'm like, just send them back to us. No, we're going to destroy them. So we got to thinking, like, why y'all going to destroy our products? We want them sent back to us. If y'all say we can't sell them on this listing or right now, send us our stuff.
Yeah,
they kept about 10 of our headphones. There were some headphones.
Yeah.
We kept 10. Now we had sold about 60 of them.
Yeah.
And we got about 5 of them back. And we got 1 left. And we sold the other 5 on. We got 1 left, so we sold 4 on eBay. But we just was like, where the rest of them at? That's where we was looking at. We just put them all on eBay and just leave it alone.
Yeah.
You know? But that's how scandalous they are with that, with other people, you know, trying to bully you and try to take stuff from, you know, try to make moves like that.
Yeah.
Because, and even though we didn't go on the listing lowballing, but they still did what they did, you know. So
I didn't know that stuff. I hadn't even heard anybody like, and I've started watching y'all like most Fridays for about a month or more and off and on, but I hadn't heard you or Scott, like, because in my head, okay, here, I can be a crappy person, like to people in my lives, you know, or whatever I'll say. But like doing something like that, that wouldn't even like cross my mind. I would just look and be like, well, this guy has all the Lego market. And I'd be like, in my head, I'd be like, well, screw that guy. But I'm not going to like bully. Like I just don't get.
You got guys out there, man. They just want they want all the sales.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever, if it take them inconvening you for a short period of time, then that's what they're gonna do now. So if I was a reseller, didn't know better, I would have panicked once I received that letter showing that it was from a lawyer, and I would have immediately pulled my stuff down. You got some resellers that do that, you know, but because I was like, you know, I don't fall for the bully tactic. You gotta show me that this is legit, you know. Yeah. Even when I receive letters from Amazon, I'm still gonna follow up with Amazon
for sure
to make sure that stuff is legit, because I know the games that some resellers play. So yeah, you gotta look out for that. That's real right there. I'm glad that the middleman picker brought that up.
Hey, do you see what Leroy said?
Yeah, so I'm going to address that. That's why I left it up.
Yeah.
Do you guys believe in having a separate or a ghost account for Amazon, or do you just try to follow the rules? For me, I just try to follow the rules, man, because it's so easy to get kicked off the platform for not following the rules. Sometimes Amazon, they'll give you a second chance, and then sometimes you won't get that second chance.
Yeah.
But the thing is, so that everybody will know what he's speaking of about this separate or ghost account is basically meaning that you can create another Amazon account, which, like I said, they frown on that. But the thing is it cannot have the same IP address. It can't have the same physical address. It can't have your same name or have your store name or whatever. You know, your personal name and your store name, your birth name, rather. So you got to do it with somebody you can trust. Now, you know, we all know life happens. So just say hypothetically, you know, I got an account here at my IP address, at my physical address, and then I got a girlfriend on the other side of town that got her own IP address and physical address, and I just coach her into letting me set up another account under her IP address and physical address. So what if things go bad? Then what?
Yeah.
You know, what if she pick up the phone because y'all falling out and she called Amazon and say, hey, you know, this is such and such, and I just want to report Buffalo Picker for having a second account. This is his information. Check out his store. You know,
you're done.
Yeah, so I mean, is it worth it? You know, I mean, for me, if you playing above board and doing the rules, going by the rules that Amazon give you, there's no need for you to have that ghost account. But if you kind of sketchy and you think that, you know, I'm gonna play this until I get caught because I got this ghost account over here that I can use, then I mean, do what you got to do. But for its recommendation, I do not recommend that at all.
Because you're gonna get caught. It's like you're setting up, like we all do. With whatever. Like in my head, I'm thinking like eating, because it's like I don't eat great, but I'm like, well, if I think I'm going to eat poorly, guess what? I'm probably going to eat poorly. So set up a ghost account. Just from what you're telling me now, I'm like going, that's like, because I admit I'm some intimidated by Amazon just because I'm like, just little things, you know, but I'm like, I know once you start, it's probably not as bad. You just got to learn it. It is just, it's very by the book, but I'm like, you know, just follow.
What if sales made a comment too that one day Amazon is going to get harder and they're going to want invoices. That comes, and I agree. I mean, Amazon. Well, I put it like this right here: if things keep going like they're going with the government, keep trying to tighten up the grip on these big corporations that they consider monopolizing the market, then yeah, they may come to that. But as a reseller that, you know that you're making good money, you want to make this a business, then put in the legwork to go out and get the invoices needed to sell these big brand products. You know, I'm not saying everybody's doing what I'm doing, but I try everything that I do or accomplish, I try to pass it down to Glass City Pickers so that they can be on the same page and that we all can have the documentation needed to, one, make our business legitimized, and two, have the documentation that when somebody come with a fake A to Z claim, we got that invoice saying that the brand approved us to sell this product. So you definitely want to get there, and I agree with what it says. It probably will get harder.
Well,
if the government keep applying pressure to that Jeff Bezos, then he may make some changes and say, okay, moving forward, in order to sell this product, you're gonna need approval by the brand. So if you can foresee that coming down the road, then the things that you've been auto-ungated in, just go find the company, authorized distributor, and get the invoice.
But a lot of people, I think when it comes to that invoice and all that stuff, I think a lot of people don't want to spend that money too. So you got to understand, if you want your business to grow and you call yourself wanting to make money, you got to spend money to make money. So
Right.
if you gotta spend money to get that invoice, spend the money. Because a lot of times we buy some stuff and we know a lot of the things that we buy, we're not just buying it to sell it, we buying it to get ungated. You dig? So you just got to do the little things, man, to keep your stuff right. And that's all I can say about that. You just got to do the little things, man. You do the little things, it'll be bigger than it'll be a less problem than the big thing you will have if they tell you you can't sell this item, you can't sell this item, you can't sell this item, and you've been selling it all this time. So you just gotta wiggle.
Hey, I'm gonna try to catch up the chat, and while we're doing that, let's get into the talking point. And it's a pretty simple talking point for the night. Is what are your plans for Black Friday and Cyber Monday?
My plan for Black Friday, Buffalo, and it's gonna be quick, to the point, and to it is. I got me a team of couple people that we trust that's gonna hit these stores with us. That's one. And for Cyber Monday, just gonna be in front of 2 computers and trying to work it out. Well, 2 computers, 1 computer with split screen and trying to work it out. So other than that, it's not no mega big thing we got, going on, but those are our plans to try to see what we can find on Black Friday, get all the products we can get, and try to send it back out. My wife got to work that Monday, so we're gonna do our best. That's all I can say. But I know we got a plan for this Black Friday. That's for sure. Cyber Monday gonna be left on me. So if I don't forget, Buffalo, please pull my coattail so I don't forget. But I know I won't, because that's one of them big things that we try to get stuff all together so we can make that last big shipment out to the Amazon. So it'll be there. So that's it, Buffalo.
Yeah. Bill, you definitely need to call out to them. If it's been over 30 days, you need to call to customer service and find out what's going on with your package. 9 times out of 10, if the status keep flipping, then more than likely they done lost the box and trying to find it.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're just putting it off because
they don't
want to fess. What are you going to say? Fess up yet? Because they're hoping to find it.
Yeah, they're hoping to find it, or what they're going to do is they're going to get the shipping invoice, and they're going to look at what you had, and they're going to try to gather it up, and then they're going to change the status and say, shipment receive and fulfill or whatever.
Yeah.
I would still call on it to bring it to their attention so that they can get the ball rolling, or they're going to reimburse you for the items they lost.
Yeah.
So will will they get the stuff for that shipment from another seller, basically, or
no? They're gonna get it from their inventory.
Yeah,
their own inventory.
Yeah. Amazon have basically. You can rest assured Amazon is selling almost everything that every third party reseller is selling.
That's what I thought. I admit, I was explaining to, I guess it was my mom. I was like, because I didn't realize it at first. I was like, yeah, a lot of stuff, Mom, I think is like she knows who Scott Dumpster Diver is. Like, it's from him and other people. I was like, I think Amazon has their own supply, but I was like, I don't know how much, but okay.
Yeah, they got good stuff, man.
Exactly.
We had some safes. We had some safes. And we wanted to bring them back because we knew that they had sold, and the ones that hadn't sold, that they were going to start charging us. You know what I'm saying? The warehouse
storage fee. Yeah.
So we said, let's bring them on back. We looking to bring them back, man. They had our stuff for over 90 days. You hear me? Talking about they can't find it, this, that, and the third. So when it got closer and closer to that deadline where they was going to have to cut a check for our stuff, guess what?
It's sold.
Our stuff started coming back to the house.
Okay. They found it. Yeah.
Correct. They found it, or they went in their own inventory and got it out. It's just that simple, So, we got it on. We had them on eBay. I think we got them on eBay now. So,
okay.
If anybody need a safe, hit us up. We got y'all. Put y'all money and all y'all good stuff up, man, for people. We got y'all.
Right.
Give y'all a good deal on it too.
Because didn't also Amazon go up on their storage fee per however they calculate it recently or something. I read.
I don't think they went up yet.
No. I know. They
Okay,
gave you
I
a
think what happens
a
is once they
limitation on
go ahead,
storage.
Chris.
On storage, a limitation on storage. That's all I want to say. I know they gave people limitations on storage, but
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
about
that's
food.
the big change that came out in June when they opened FBA back up, is that they changed a lot of people's limits. It went from, because everybody tried to build towards Q4 to be unlimited, so you can just ship as much stuff in as possible. But now it's like for one item, you can only send a maximum of 200 in, and you have a limited amount of storage depending on where you fit in that, from 100 up to 500. If you 500, you unlimited. But if you are below 500, then you got limits.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you're not one of their, like, what you're saying is you're not one of their, whatever you call it, like eBay top rated. You're not like big market share.
Well, it used to be 400, man.
That's what
you held 400.
Yeah.
Up until January of this year, it was the gold number was 400.
Okay.
And they switched it up without telling any of the resellers. They just, and that's another thing I don't like about Amazon is when they make changes, I'll say probably 60% of those changes, they just drop it on you the next day.
On the fly, baby. They drop it, they give you an email, and
you're like, what?
You get an email, man,
exactly.
And be like, what the hell?
So I'm going to answer this quickly, and then we're going to get into the show and tell, so we can go ahead and close out this show. We about 36 minutes over right now.
You can blame me for talking.
No, it's all good, man.
I'm blaming Lone Star. Lone Star, man.
Louis.
Yeah, so for me, I'm not going to change much of what I did last year for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Anybody that going to do Cyber Monday, make sure that Sunday night, early Monday morning, 12 o'clock, 12:01, you need to be on that computer, not wait till the next morning, 9, 8, whatever time you get up that next morning to get on the Cyber Monday. You're going to miss most of the deals because you got a lot of resellers out there hitting that thing at 12:05, 12:10, early in the morning, getting the best of the deals. Now, don't compare Cyber Monday and Black Friday to what just happened with Prime Day. Prime Day, if you didn't really thoroughly do your homework, it was kind of like a joke. But for those Black Friday, at least I'm speaking from the past, from last year and the year before, those Black Fridays and Cyber Mondays, you can find some excellent deals. But you got people out there buying that stuff by bulk, and if you sleep on it, you're gonna miss out on the deals. So,
hey, Buffalo, can I ask you something? I just want to ask everybody. So, okay, with the Black Friday, you know how it's been all the past years. What do you think it's going to be like this year?
Well, you got some stores already, and I don't know how factual this is, but you got some stores already saying they're not going to do the Black Friday on Thanksgiving Day. So I don't know. I don't know if anybody can confirm that. Put it in the chat, but that's what I've been hearing.
In person,
and a lot of stores are just going to close down on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, that's true. In person, yeah. Like I can't remember, but it was some big ones that I heard like a month or two ago.
Right.
Like, I don't want to say for sure is whatever Walmart or Best Buy, but it was some big ones where, like, people camp out or go crazy.
Well, why I asked the question, because y'all know with the stuff that's going on, that how they going to attack that. You know what I mean? Because, they say keep your distance and all this type of stuff. When them sales come on, man, ain't nobody trying to hear that social distancing and all that stuff. They trying to get their goods. You know what I mean? So I just was wondering, man, how they going to play, the big box stores going to play this stuff. Because I'm trying to be together and suited and booted so I can get my team and let them know when I give them this amount of money, give them this amount of money in that list, they need to go and be able to get that stuff. So if they're not going to be able to go and be able to get that stuff, we got to figure out another way. So I was just trying to figure it out. I'm done now, Buffalo. I'm ready for show and tell whenever you are.
I'm trying to understand Hollywood question here.
Get
As far as is backfiring on Amazon, I don't understand.
I'm gonna take that, Buffalo.
Yeah,
I believe what he's trying to say is if all the sellers getting ungated and stuff, won't that hurt Amazon? I don't believe so.
And another thing too, you got to remember, Amazon got a cap. It's only so many people gonna get ungated in that brand.
Correct.
And just because you come in with a invoice doesn't guarantee that you're going to get ungated, because Amazon is looking at your performance as well. Because basically you have had new resellers that have come into Amazon with 2 months under their belt, but they got the money and they go out and buy these invoices and then they ship them to Amazon to get ungated. And then Amazon reject them because you ain't proved you want to resell on that platform. Your performance numbers is not great enough to get ungated in some of those items that you got to invoice for. So the invoice doesn't mean automatic ungated by Amazon. So I know of some people that have legit invoices that have sent it to Amazon and Amazon disapproved it. So it's not 100% guarantee.
Well, I wanted to say what D middleman Picker was saying about they took his inventory, they reimbursed him, and then they took it, they found it, then took the reimbursement back. I wanted to tell you, man, I'm sorry if that happened to you, my brother.
Right.
But I'll tell you one thing, I didn't won off Amazon. They didn't rescue Ranger me before. So only thing I can say is, man, just keep it, like Buffalo always said, keep a list of your inventory, man. Put a list in your box after you put your box and everything together. Put a list in there to show your inventory, that you know what you got in there. So they can't steal your stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said before, man, is I use the inventory lab to prep my shipments for Amazon, and they have a feature where you can print off like every box, the item in that box, and you can add that to the box. And I have not had any item being missed since I started doing that over a year ago.
Yeah,
that's a real good tool. Then
yeah, you know, and you got to look at it, man. You know, hey man, everybody make a mistake. Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing perfect. You know what I mean? But in the same breath, you just gotta pray and hope, and like Buffalo said, do what he's doing right now, and you may see a little difference with your inventory being taken care of better. You know, because when we send our stuff out of here, man, we make sure. We did one this week. We got it out this week. We did one this week, and I'm talking about this was. I double checked this stuff so much because I didn't want to miss nothing and feel like I'm gonna lose something. You know what I mean? So I made sure I did a thorough job on when we got these boxes and labeled and did everything we need to do. I made sure I triple checked everything that supposed to have been going out. And I think everything then got put on. So I can't complain about it. So everything then got put on. I had to readjust some of my prices because I guess some of my prices was too outrageous for them, Buffalo. And I was like, man, are y'all serious? They took one of my listings off. They said it was too high, and took one of my listings off.
It's a percentage. Amazon got a percentage on. You can't go Wild West on Amazon. They got a percentage.
Well, I'm just saying. But see, that's the killing part, Buffalo. I wasn't going Wild West. I looked and did the numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I got in where I fitted in at. And
so it ain't that. I can show you how to fix that once we get off the show. It's not that. It's got something to do with your minimum and maximum price. You got to fix that in order to
we did go in there and fix some of them. The ones that they hit us up with about 4 of them. We went and fixed 3 of them, but the third one, they sent it back home to us.
Huh.
Oh, well, they won't send it back unless you request it or you fix your metrics where it reach a certain day and they return it back to you to prevent from getting shit.
I guess that's what happened to me on this little product. It was nothing but a Funko Pop.
Yeah.
and they sent it back to us.
Yeah, so it probably met that date that you put in there. That if it hasn't sold by this date, return it. To prevent from getting the storage fee.
They sent it back to, but first they said I had the price up too high first.
Right.
So we went in there. I went in there and fixed them all, so I wasn't mad, you know.
Right.
But it was just the principle that I'm like, Dad, okay, you know. And I'm looking at other piece of prices behind mine.
Right.
I was like, for real? I was like, hey, this they world. I'm just trying to be in it. So
hey, look at the middleman said, Cap.
What do you think?
Oh, hold on. There you go.
Yes, sir. Gonna make it do what it do, baby. That's
okay, let's see what Nana Tank said. This buy started at Black Friday on Amazon Prime Day. They're gonna be closed on Black Friday as well.
Well, you know, everybody gonna play their role, man. But you know, like I said,
I'm gonna tell you another little tip for the people that still remain in the chat about Cyber Monday and Prime Day. You want to go and check out Amazon prices on every item that you're interested in. Buy that stuff up because that's the lowest you're gonna find it on Amazon probably for the whole year. Buy it up, buy as much as you can, and then once Amazon is sold out, go ahead and relist it back on Amazon for a higher price. That's how you can make a lot of money. That's what I'm doing with these Legos that I bought on Tuesday. Amazon had these Legos at the lowest price, and I watched Amazon sell out. And as they were selling out, I was buying them from Targets and Walmart at an even cheaper price. And now they are probably 5 times the price that Amazon was selling them before they sold out. So that's a good strategy. Hopefully y'all caught that. If you didn't catch it, go back and watch the video. That is a great strategy. And that's the kind of stuff that we're going to do once we get this little group started.
Hey, see, I got to cut your head off. Hey, look, I was going to tell you something, Buffalo. That was so beautiful a gem you just dropped right there, because I was thinking about hiccuping on that one. And I was like, should I say that? And you went on and pushed it out there.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm happy you did that, bro. You did. I'm happy you did that, because that is a good strategy.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's a good strategy, big bro.
Okay. Other stores following the lead is Kohl's, Target, Macy's, JC's Penney will be closed on Black Friday. So it basically looks like all the stores going to be closed.
So that means you got to attack them that next day. The day they open, when they open up, you got to go get it. You know, because
Bill said he ain't going out to catch COVID to get a deal.
Hey, Bill, thank you, man. But I'm going to bundle up in all plastic. I'm going to be running around that mug like I'm a boy in a bubble. Don't worry, Bill. I'm going to get mine.
Hey, South Carolina picker, basically the only thing I can tell you is you're going to have to manage your time. Yeah. You're going to have to figure out, you know, what time do you have in a day outside of your full-time job to do your basically part-time job, and do what you can do. You know you got limits because you're not full-time. You don't own all your time. But the time that you do have outside of your full-time job, just dedicate it to reselling and make you out a schedule of what you're going to do today. Whether you accomplish all of it or not, at least you got some type of system to determine what you're going to do with your spare time. Don't sit there and try to wing it, because you're going to be all over the place.
Yeah. Hey, Nana Tank.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Bubble boy. I'm going to be Bubble Boy. I'm not playing with him. I'm going to go out and get mine.
I don't want a reseller say it's worth getting the Rona.
Is it worth getting the Rona? When I put on this bubble suit, I'm going to show y'all what I got on. And then y'all tell me, am I together or what? That's all I got to say. I will go live YouTube for y'all just to show y'all how we gonna do it. I'm not scared, man, because I believe I'm touched. I'm cool. I ain't worried about this.
Boy, man. So, hey, let's get into the show and tell so we can close this show out.
Blow me up, Buffalo.
All right. We're gonna kick it off.
All right, y'all. I got a few things in here, man. In this bag, bro. Have any of y'all seen any of this stuff? This is a camcorder for the kids.
Right.
For their bikes and stuff like that. Okay. It's just like a what's that thing? What's that camera
GoPro.
we got? It's
Like
just
a
like a GoPro, but it's for the kids, man.
Right.
Y'all find any of these? Y'all gonna get some money as long as y'all get it at a proper price. We paid, I think, $13 for this right here, and it's going every bit of over $50-some right now.
Right.
So if y'all can find any of these, get them.
Yep. I sent that thing. I bought 2 of those. I sent them to Amazon, and the first week that they listed was gone.
Believe that. Okay. Now, everybody hip to the wrestling men. The difference about these wrestling men, back in the day, y'all remember when we had Stretch Armstrong, the flexible ones?
Right.
That's what these are. The kids love these things. We done sold about 15 of these things on eBay, okay? And we done sent 10 to Amazon. So if you find any of these, snatch them up. I hope you find them for a good price because you're going to make at least $25 off these things right here. Okay, just to go off that theme of them right there. Toy Story. All the kids love Toy Story. That's Spoon and Buzz Lightyear. Now, if you read over there or on the other side right here, y'all see them are flexibles too. Okay, these are the same things as those wrestling men. We had a whole bunch of these, man, and they didn't been selling like hotcakes. We got about 10 more of these we gonna send in to Amazon. And like I said, if y'all find any of this stuff, man, hopefully y'all do. Y'all can make some money off this. And this is my last one, Buffalo. Excuse me. This is my last one. Everybody know about Jack, right? Everybody know about him. The Incredibles little baby with the raccoon. Okay. These every bit of go for almost $70 on Amazon. All right. We found this for I want to say 20. We found $19.99. And we had a 15% off of them. I think we got 5 of them on the shelf right now. So if y'all can find these, y'all, pick them up. eBay and Amazon. We just sold a lot of these on eBay. And we just got ungated to be able to send the incredible stuff in. So these last ones we got, the 5, they go into Amazon. That's it, Buffalo.
All right. You got anything, Clay?
Yeah, I can show something here. I already got it listed on eBay, but there's this lady, Tiffany, who I went to one of her garage sales. She does estate sales here in Dallas, Fort Worth, but she runs her prices more like the fancy glassware. She still does it at, real price. But almost everything else in the house, she does it like for good garage sale prices because, she's getting paid a percent. And depending on the family says, we don't want any of it left. So I've gotten to know her. So last week, I went and helped. I went to her garage sale not far from me, gathered up stuff, and it was winding down. And she's like, Clay, can you help me like sort some stuff when it's done? I'm like, sure, I got nowhere to go. And after I'm helping her for a little bit, she's like, just take whatever you've already gathered. So I've learned Bibles can be pretty good. So it's nothing fancy, but this Bible, I got it for free. She probably would have just charged me $2 to $5, and I've got it listed for $78 on eBay right now, lower than even the few others, that have sold. And it might take a while, but hey, I got it for $0, all because I've made a good connection. So
yeah, networking. Networking.
Yeah. I gave her my card. I've only given out a few cards, but I'm glad I have them.
Yeah. That's a good one, man.
Yeah.
I got some Bibles, man. I haven't even got around to, but I know they sell. I know they do well, especially on eBay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's my main. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna give out 2 bolos. These just went on sale on yesterday. If you got Brick Seat, you can go and look them up and see if they in a store near you. This item right here, I probably drove about 15 miles to get.
You might have to take your background down, Buffalo.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
D man, you shouldn't have passed them up, man. You shouldn't have passed them up. Them things selling good, D man. You got it off, T.
Yeah, okay. So like I said, these are 2 bolos that I'm giving out. These items right here, I drove probably about 15 to 20 miles to get 15 of them. And I'm pretty sure if you go to Walmart on regular, you've seen these in Walmart. This item right here, I think the lowest price on Amazon right now is about $79.
Nice.
And they are going for $5. No clearance.
Yep.
If you see it on Brick and it's not in the clearance aisle, find the store manager, ask the manager if you can get these out the back, because that's where they pulled out 9 of the 15 that I found.
Right. Nice. And you know that was a nice being right there, man, for what you paid for. Because
Right.
you know how they're going on Amazon right now.
Right. These right here, this is the Power Ranger Lightning Collection.
Yes, sir.
And don't get fooled by the price tag, which is $15.
No, sir.
These have dropped down in my area to $7. And on Amazon, I think they are going at either $48 or $52.
Nice. I got mine priced at $54.
You got it at $54?
I got mine priced at $54.
Okay, yeah. So these was on sale. I found these in clearance. I found 5 of them for $7.
We got 3 of them.
So other things I have, and I mentioned this last week, is if you haven't started to look into these, you might want to, because these are trending and they're starting to get popular again.
You got some new ones?
I got some new ones. This is Deadpool 1, and it's graded a 9.8 out of 10.
Put that back up there, Buffalo, please. All right. Yeah, that's beautiful, man. Deadpool, that's the number 1 edition.
And CGC is the one that do the grading for comic books.
Is that's the number 1? That's the first edition.
This is the no, this is a variation edition number 1.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool. That's nice right there, bro.
Right. This is the X-Men 1, first edition.
Oh man.
And it's 9.6 out of 10.
I had that, bro. Man.
Hey, man.
Dang, man.
Hey, dude. Hey.
I had that, bro.
This
Damn.
is
man.
This is a Spider-Man number 32, 9.8. And this is the first appearance of Master of Vengeance.
Dang.
So I'm going to show you one more, and then I'm going to shut it down. But where's that one?
Dang, man. I'm sitting here looking like a little.
Okay, so this is right here. This is Iron Man 282, and it is the first appearance of War Machine and Nick Fury.
Dang. And that's rated 9.6.
9.6. So if you can get these at a good price, and basically what I did was I found somebody that was trying to move their inventory because their dad has gotten old and they don't want to do comic books no more. Yeah, and I got them for an excellent price.
Congratulations, man. Good look.
Yeah. This guy, he had a shop, and basically the guy was well versed in comics, and he was like, if he had the time like his dad, he would definitely stay in it, because he said these books are trending up because of what Marvel is doing with Disney, and they hoping that DC is going to come along as well.
Hey, Buffalo, man, that one, man, I had that one, man. I had that one, man. I had that one, boy. When I was a shorty, man, I had that one, man. Dang, that's a nice book right there, too.
Yeah.
My feelings,
So if you can get those comic books, man, get those comic books. I'm just basically I'm stockpiling them for, when the market catch up. And you don't need to wait until the bubble busts and try to run out and get them because you're going to be too late. You might as well get them now while it's trending up. No different than the stock market.
Just let nephew have them.
Right. So, hey, guys, if you got anything you want to plug, go ahead and plug it now. And then we're going to close out this show.
Only thing I want to plug is I hope everybody have a blessed weekend, man. See y'all next Friday. God bless and peace. Go Steelers.
Clay?
Just, almost sound like Hulk Hogan, take your vitamins, get your sleep or whatever, because I'm real good at beating myself up. So just try to be good. At least if you can't be good to yourself, be good to other people, because then, like we talked earlier, it comes back. And thing we all are working on, if people are trying to be good to you, let them be good to you, whatever. Think positive, because then if you're a reseller, it'll help.
Right.
If you believe you'll have sales, guess what? They'll come just because you believe it. I mean, it works for me.
That's
not on this level, but it does happen.
Hey, I'm a firm believer, man, of putting your request into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And knowing that it's gonna come back none-void.
We only see you, Tommy. They don't see us.
My bad, man. Let me take
We're just
my face down, man.
Yeah, you just leave us in the closet.
Hey, man, my bad, man. My bad.
Put us in the closet, Clay. We in the closet for real.
Well, hey, he moved Alton in, and he had Louis 2 times in a row. So, Chris, I mean, you ain't got that.
Chris on the bubble, man.
Chris is on the edge. Yeah, is he making the field of 64 after all?
Hey, listen. If I'm on the bubble, the show is on the bubble, baby.
Hey,
right?
You heard me?
Yeah.
Hey, man, we got to cut the contract, man.
Hey, my bad, man. Hey, like I said, man, thanks to all the people that came out too.
Yeah, exactly. Clay, you don't want to plug your Instagram or anything like that?
I do more on Instagram. It just random. It's ClayCan 2083, and it's, like I said, kind of a self-help vlog sort of thing. And I go in spurts. Some days I do it when I've had a good day. I've done it a few times if I'm feeling down, but then it's that weird deal. People be like, it's okay to be down, and I know all that stuff. Right. But then it's almost like now I'm like, I feel weird because I don't want people to think like, oh, it's not a pity party. I'm just trying to put it out there like I would with my students when I was a teacher. Like, me and Emily Conway. If y'all don't know Emily Conway, go look her up. Like, we message all the time, like today, like, hey, how's your day? Because she struggles with some PTSD, and I do. And if we all have something, it just depends if you're willing to share and be vulnerable. So to me, that's the other thing. Try to let people in and let your stuff out, because trust me, it'll kill you.
Exactly.
Literally,
it works.
Right.
I mean, sharing is caring, baby. It works.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and close out the show, man. Like I said earlier, I appreciate you, Clay, arranging time to be able to
I appreciate it. I think
in the show.
Awesome. And, you come on a good show to me. I'm like, wow, they want me.
Yeah, man. I mean, we try to get everybody on the show, man. Get everybody some exposure and, let people come in and tell people who they are and what they do in the resale game. So Jennifer did a great job of plugging pretty much everybody's channel, so I'm not going to get into that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to thank everyone for their continuous support of this channel on a Friday night. And I also would like to ask that if you come into the show, try to invite somebody else to come to the show with you so we can build the numbers up. I mean, we're giving out some excellent information. This information is for free. We're not trying to sell you no ebook. We don't shoot from the hip. If we don't know, we'll tell you we don't know, and we'll definitely go find you the answer. So try to reach out to a couple of your friends, invite them to the show. If you got somebody on the fence that thinking about reselling, this is the place they need to come to. We can help you. With that being said, still a nation.
Yeah.